Johnny Bravo is a pretty popular Cartoon Network show that came out in 1997, but what not many people know is that the show actually got a spin-off in the year 2000. The show is called JBVO, Your All Request Cartoon Show. It aired on Sundays for one season from February 9th, 2000 to as late as August 26th of 2001. It was a programming block hosted by Johnny. He would take viewer requests on which cartoons to air, along with some infrequent guests. You could request a show by either writing into the show, calling them, or submitting one on the Cartoon Network website. The request could be one episode from any Cartoon Network show, with the exception of half-hour shows. Although one time someone did request a half-hour show, but we'll talk about that a bit later in the video. The show was not very popular, and because of this, once the show stopped airing, it became very obscure. Not many people really knew what it was. For a while, the only JBVO clips you could find online were old promos, and that was really it. For some reason, no full recordings of episodes had been found. Later, some episodes would get uploaded, but it was very rare. And a lot of the times, they would get taken down later and wouldn't be archived. I did go on the Wayback Machine, though, and I looked at the original website, which was pretty interesting. Now, remember when I said you couldn't request a half-hour long show? Well, yeah, someone did that. In one episode, a girl called into the show and requested that they play an episode of Dragon Ball Z. Instead of not playing it, Johnny said he would speed up the episode and give his own commentary over it, which he did. For a while, people didn't really even know if this episode was real. I mean, it could have just been someone, online making shit up. However, the episode would be proven real when YouTube user CBZ VHS uploaded a 6-second clip of the episode. He had found it on a VHS recording of Cartoon Network from 2001, but it was only a 6-second clip. For years, nothing really happened with the search for JBVO. It seemed like no one could really find anything. Occasionally an episode would pop up, but it was very rare. One weird thing I found, though, was a video on YouTube called Creating Cartoon Network Episode 3 JBVO. This video is an episode of JBVO, and it has commentary over it from some of the people who worked on the show. It's really interesting, but I don't know where it came from. If anyone else knows more about this, please clue me in. I also found a video that shows some behind-the-scenes stuff going on at Cartoon Network Studios, I guess, and it shows some JBVO stuff in it. And then, out of nowhere in 2023, we had the biggest break in the search we could ever think of. A user by the name of Sanders Planet came forward and said he had every single episode of JBVO. Apparently, his mom had worked on the show, and so they had tapes of every episode, including the episode's pilot, which we didn't even know existed. And in the pilot, the show is called WBVO. These episodes would begin getting uploaded to archive.org, and this would include the Dragon Ball Z request episode. However, before all of them got uploaded, they all got taken down. Re-uploads do exist, but every episode was not uploaded. I really hope that Sanders Planet has plans to, re-upload these episodes and get them all out somewhere, because if every episode of the show is found, that would be incredibly legendary. But really, I'm just glad we have as many episodes as we do. The Dragon Ball Z episode is episode 6 of the show, so it's fairly early in the show's run. It's super cool finally seeing that get found. I remember the exact day when it got found. I was freaking out, so excited. But that's currently where we are in the search for JBVO. Hopefully the rest of the show will get found someday, and if it does, you bet I'll make a video about it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.